So I just checked the oil here, and we're all good to go. And I have to be in Montana by tonight. And it is currently 7 in the morning. All right, so we have that 11-hour drive, and kind of looks like that. Once we get off the I-94, we'll head north. Should be an exciting day though, hitting Montana. Gonna see lots of cool stuff and everything, but better get on the road. A little backstory of where I disappeared to there was I ended up building this wagon that is kind of the home on wheels now. And I'm doing harvest help and helping out with the cattle season and doing seeding and all that in like Western Canada where there's tons of that. And it's just a lot easier than working in Sweden like my original plan. After I go out here for the harvest, I'm going to be taking off for probably 6 weeks down to a Caribbean island called Curacao, and there's tons of stuff to film down there. So lots of scuba diving and good times just hanging out and whatnot. So that'll be a fun adventure. Okay. We have coffee in hand. I think I'm going to just pop over to this gas station. Probably makes the most sense. I was looking for some cheaper fuel, but that'll probably do for me. Then I don't have to drive anywhere. So let's do that. And then I think we'll make it it'll make it a lot quicker because I think to the border of Montana, we're only another hour, but then I think to get through Montana, there's at least 6 hours. So we got to get on the road so we can make it to where we got to go tonight. So let's get fueled up. It's crazy how down here you're paying about $1 or $1.20, $1.30 Canadian, but you go up north, just like up in Canada there, and you're almost $1.70 a liter. Like driving through the States is so much cheaper. I think this truck I can fill up 50 gallons for just about 200, 250 in Canada. It's like $3 or $3.50 a fill up. So, which is nice. It'd be nice if this pump was quicker. We could get on the road a little bit quicker here. These are those like miniature pumps. I always try to go to the truck stop ones, but sometimes you can't find them, right? I'll get this done and we'll be on the road. Well, we just decided to get off at this rest area, and it ended up being, what was that? The Theodore Roosevelt National Park. I don't know, some cool. There's bison here, and it's like a painted canyon, they call it, or whatnot. Let's see what. Thought I'd take this little trail here, see what we can find. Look at that. This would be really nice country to ride a horse in. We do have to get back on the road, but this is all the fun in traveling too, is you get to see this kind of stuff. and you didn't really plan on it. Like, I only planned on hustling over to Montana and whatnot, but this will work too. Anyways, we should keep on going here. Take some photos and then we'll hit the road. Well, look at that deer. He was going to cause us a nice splatter on the dash. So he's nice to not hit them deers. Well, we're on low fuel, and this thing doesn't tell you how far you have to go. So it's just kind of blinking at me, saying to refuel. So I'm hoping that there's a gas station up here, and if not, I'm hoping there's one in the next 50 kilometers beyond that, because this came on like, it must have been 30 kilometers ago, so I don't know what the reserve is, so it'll be interesting to find out. So that's makes for an adventure when you're trying to get somewhere, eh? I didn't want to stop in that little town when I was at half a tank. I go, it ain't that far. I think in the next few months I'm gonna make a bigger tank for this truck. It only has like a 50-gallon tank, so it's really not enough for long distance travel. It'd be nice to do like add 150 gallons and then have 200, so you could almost go like 2,000 k, 2,500 k off of one fill up. Alright, so, and I think like diesel only weighs like 7 or 8 pounds a gallon. So if you did, even if you just put 100 extra gallons on board, you'd be 700. But the tank is farther back, so it wouldn't. That's all. Like, I only have 1,000 pounds left on the front axle, but the way I would put it on is that it would go to the back a little bit and allow me to have the ability to put all that extra fuel capacity on, right? Which would be really handy to do, especially I'm thinking next year I'm going to make a 2-month expedition up to Alaska, and I'm going to want the fuel for that. That'll be a lot more remote and a lot more distance between fueling up, so I'll keep you updated how things go here, see what happens. We are closing in on the border of Canada. We're going to be there, I don't know, another 3, I think at least another 2 hours here. We're just getting into a sunset, so it's kind of hopefully we make it there not too late. I was hoping to get in tonight just before dark, but you know how it goes with traveling, right? It never really pans out the way you kind of think, you know. We had that weather this morning, and then almost ran out of fuel. We had to stop for some fuel. All right, that concludes our day. What a day. We made it. We didn't make it all the way to where I wanted to go, but we made it to, I think we're 2 hours, an hour south of the border, and we're just west of the Coots crossing. I believe it's car something for the crossing. We'll hit that bright and early in the morning, and then we'll kind of take the number 2 up to Calgary, but instead of going into Calgary, there's a bit of a bypass, and we'll head up to Cochrane, and then out to Canmore from there, and whatnot, and then we'll be doing a bunch of farm work for the next 3 months, so I'll show a bit of that and everything, and then we're gonna be getting ready to go to Curacao in December. That's exciting. And whatnot, and then I'm gonna have a video, maybe not this week or next week, but the week after, doing a little tour on the truck. So stick around for that, and let's go inside for the night. I think we have everything. So